Howdy folks, Art Master 2002 in the house, and today we're going to be reviewing Swamp Thing by Alan Moore. So what I like about this comic book is that it has this old-timey, it contains 8 comic books wrapped up into one graphic novel, and it has this old-timey fashioned comic book design, which I really admire most of all. So let's begin, shall we? So we see the Swamp Thing walking around monologuing, and that's when he gets captured by he gets hunted down by military guys. These guys and guns are the bad guys, obviously, because they want to experiment on him and stuff. So they start to obliterate the forest so that they can find him and hunt him down. And they track him through helicopters and armed grenades and weapons. They started firing at him. They aim at him for target, he's a target acquired and stuff. And finally they capture him and take him back to the laboratory. You see, these are bullet holes that they shot at him and stuff. So he goes unconscious. They bring him back to the laboratory. And so this is where Swamp Thing is taken to the laboratory, and he is cryogenically frozen so he could be experimented on without being awakened. And this is where Dr. Woodrow, this guy right here, he performs a procedure. He studies the anatomy of Swamp Thing. He pulls him apart. But suddenly, it is revealed right here as Dr. Woodrow is getting in the shower. Right here, you can see him getting in the shower. It's revealed that he's also a plant creature himself, just by how the waters wash away all the human fake skin and stuff. This art style is really fantastic. It's very well detailed. Yeah, so he has this realization of how Swamp Thing became, it is revealed that Dr. Woodrow is a plant creature himself, and Dr. Woodrow explains the origin of Swamp Thing and how he came to be. He says that it began when Dr. Woodrow. It began when Alec Holland was a hardworking scientist who got caught in a fiery explosion in his own cabin, and this is when the effects of the blast and reflex muscles in his legs sent him through the door into the swamp. But he's already dead, and his body goes into the swamp with the formula it's saturated with, and Alec's body is decomposed. A patch of swampland would be swarming with microorganisms, and the plants would eat Alec Holland like he was a planarian worm and get infected by powerful consciousness. So to see, this is him becoming Swamp Thing, as you can see, which it does not realize and is no longer alive. All that cloudy, confused intelligence is trying to make sense of its new environment. So anyway, it is gradually shaping the plant cells that it now inhabits into a shape that it's more comfortable with. It remembers having bones, and it builds itself a skeleton of wood. It also remembers having muscle and contact, and constructs muscles from supple plant fiber. It duplicates other vital organs such as lungs, a heart, and a brain. Dr. Woodrow explains to the general that they were both wrong. They thought that the Swamp Thing was Alec Holland transformed into a plant, but it was actually a plant that thought it was Alec Holland. A plant that was trying its best to be Alec Holland. Okay, that was deep. Thank you for watching. Until next time, this is Art Master 2002 signing off. Stay peace, everybody.